Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm excited about today. We're going to have a really great show. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We'll share the show later on. My first guest, not only have you become a friend of mine, she has been a listener first, now been on the show for at least a couple of years, also a sponsor. Thank you for everything. I have with me Susan Tanko, and she's the president of WCI Business Sales. And welcome back here, because I love when you're here, because you educate the public. There's a lot of people out there that have been thinking about maybe it's time to sell their business. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Hi, Carol, and thanks for having me back. Hi, everyone. It's always a pleasure to come on to the show. It's really exciting.
Thank you.
WCI Business Sales has been in the Valley for about 60 years, maybe 57 or so, and myself have been doing this 27 years. So very long time. I have two fabulous partners, Vinny Sopra and Dennis Hayes, who you may have come across. If any one of us or our 12 to 15 agents ever call you, we're calling because we already have buyers.
Go ahead.
I didn't want to come on and repeat myself over and over again. I've been coming for 2 years, but I know not everyone listens this time that, maybe listened this time last year. So today I brought with me some statistics off of Biz Buy Sell from some of my comrades, other business brokers, and people in the industry. So I'm not plagiarizing in any way, but just sharing information that we all share collectively. Did you know that there are 33 million businesses in America?
America. Wow.
Just
That's
in the US.
amazing.
Right.
And how many here in Arizona? Because we have it's growing by the minute.
Yeah. So we have so many people here in Arizona, and there's more moving in all the time. This is so similar to a few years ago when everyone was moving here and we were all worried about the water, and here we are again. So I can't tell you, no, I'll tell you, that we always have more buyers than sellers. And there are probably in Arizona 500 to 600,000 active small businesses at any given time. And probably 25% of those are maybe Fortune 500 or really large companies where you're talking about merger acquisition, those types of sales. We handle sales of, if you have income of $1 million plus to 25 million, that's kind of our sweet spot. We can get financing up to 5 million. And beyond that, we work with huge players, many buyers. We have binders full of buyers. If you can imagine how many registered buyers, 50,000 registered buyers over the last 57 years. It's crazy.
It's great.
Yeah, and only a certain percentage of those are buying at any given time, but we have plenty of buyers.
Yeah.
And we follow the trends, if you will. What are you looking for? What are buyers calling for? What is growing? And AI is really hot right now.
Oh, really?
I mean, you can push back against it all you want, but it's only going to continue to grow. It's like the electric car. It's something different. People are into it. Will it last? Yeah, I think it will.
Well, I want to talk today. First of all, I want to talk about you for a minute, and I want to tell them how passionate about what you do you are, and you care about the people that you're helping. You want to make sure that that they're comfortable with what they're doing, and you hold their hand. I also have to say that you work on a contingency basis. People need to know that. And today you said that you really wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the statistics, right? And I want to go into some of them. And I think what the first one I want to ask before of anything, because I think people need to hear this right away, because we have a lot of people that have businesses here in the Valley. First question I do want to ask you before I go into this is, when is the best time to call you if they're looking to sell their business?
All right. Well, I'd really like you to call me to sell it within the next 30 days, but unfortunately, we're not flipping houses here. So it takes 7.5, 8 months, sometimes longer, to sell a business. 7.5 months is the average. So that might be 2 years in your case. Look how specialized you are. How would we possibly replace you? Well, you're gonna have to train someone, or we need someone in your industry who's looking in the arena right now. We have to line up financing, we handle contracts, we have lots of buyer and seller meetings. You get to pick your buyer. What if you're not comfortable with someone and they offer you all cash? Well, we'll tell you how to handle that too. Because we want the seller comfortable with the buyer, comfortable enough to know that the buyer's, in most cases, not going to fire all the employees if you have employees. Keep everything going the way it's going. We do stock sales, we do asset sales. Depending on the industry, there is so much involved. It is so complex when you sell a business. There's so much that you need to cover.
It's not an overnight deal.
It's not, and upon our first meeting with the seller, we cover those bases up front, and we look for the nooks and crannies and the what's and the ifs. And maybe you have an employee that's been wanting to buy the business. Maybe it's 5 employees who want to come in and buy the business. Maybe it's a family that's working there, and when all 6 of them leave, we have to deal with that.
There's a lot of the nooks and crannies that go into this.
Yes,
Now,
but
what
they all can be done.
out of the statistics, at the first question I put number 5, I'm gonna make number 1 now, okay? And that is, what types of businesses are these buyers looking for?
So construction is really hot right now still. Arizona, as long as we continue to build, construction will be hot. And I have a saying, 1 year chicken, next year feathers. But my brother, Keith Tanko, owns a couple of very nice construction companies and has made a very nice living. I hope he's listening. But we sell a ton of construction companies, trucking companies, but what's really, really hot coming up is senior care, health care. We're all getting older, unfortunately.
And
maybe
let's talk
fortunately.
about how many of those are around here in Arizona.
Right, there are a lot of them and a lot more needed.
And that's the truth, because you know why? We have a lot of seniors that live here, and they live here for so long.
A lot of retirees, and there's going to be a point where you don't want to go to the grocery store. Yeah, there's Instacart, but maybe you also need help paying the bills or doing your laundry, or So I love senior. I always tend to go into that almost every meeting with you, Carol. But as I said earlier, AI, technology, those types of security systems, really high vamped new types of security. I see that up and coming.
Well, you know what, we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we wanna talk further, because when you're looking to sell your business, WCI are the people to call. You've been doing this yourself for over 30 years, there's over 60 some odd years of business, of experience, and that's what they bring to you. They bring to you what that experience that you need for you to get your business sold and to get you the dollar amount, and that's what we're going to talk about, that you want, okay? So their phone number is 602-795-2005. You can check her out on the website. It's WCI Broker without the S.com. And I can't wait to come back and learn a little bit more about how you help people get the most for their money. That is the one thing that you do, is you want to help people get the most money you can. They work on a contingency basis, so you know that they're going to do that. Again, check her out on the website. It's WCI Broker without the S.com. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. We're still live in the room. Okay. So you love to sell and buy senior, not placement, but senior people who are helpers, senior helpers to the kind of businesses. What
Home
else?
care, medical, non-medical. So I've
non-medical.
yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, and I've also sold doctor's offices and ambulance services and companies that provide scooters and those types of things.
Yeah.
So I just love that
Mobility
industry.
companies.
Yeah, so I just personally love that industry.
Mhm.
That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Because I actually went to school to be a nurse, right before I landed this gig,
You know what's really nice
27
is
years
that
later.
I also think that when we have so many of them, there's a reason for it. But
Right.
by you bringing in the right buyer for those types of companies, you know that they're the company that's gonna take care of that senior. And that's also important too, you know, the kind of
So,
people
yeah,
that buy
so it really is a matchmaking service. Carol, what I do is matchmaking. So people call on what they're familiar with. I don't know if you know that or not.
No,
So when buyers call in, they'll see something that we're advertising, and we advertise worldwide, and they'll say, gosh, I used to, so, you know, I'm really old, so I have lots of different histories, so I'm gonna bore you with this. So I ran a Bedrosian's tile shop for a while, and before that I worked for American Tile Supply, and I was their top salesperson, and so I have
I'm
that
not
background, and so when I
surprised.
walk into a room, I look at the flooring and the granite, and I know where it's from and what that material is, should it be in your kitchen or not. So maybe someone like me, if they want to buy a business, would be looking for something like that. And then they see that we have the ad and they call in, and those are the matches that we're looking
Right.
for, because in some cases, the seller has to carry maybe 10% of the deal in second position behind the bank.
I was gonna say something.
So there's a little risk there
Yeah,
for a
but
seller.
you
In
better
some
know what you're doing
cases.
too, right?
Yeah, so you want
makes
a
it
buyer
easier.
that you think is going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And the bank, if you have an SBA finance deal, the bank really
45.
puts you through the ringer. The bank really, really does.
Do
They
you-
scrutinize the buyer, do a background check, they wanna know he's a good fit, she can get the license, whatever it is.
There's a lot that goes to it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's good to get an SBA loan, you know the buyer's been checked out.
I think that's important because you can go all the way to the point where you're ready to go.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, they
Boom.
do their homework.
Ready?
I'm ready.
So welcome back. We're talking with Susan Tanko, and she is the president of WCI Business Sales. And today we've been talking a little bit about more of the statistics, sometimes what it takes to sell a business. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of these statistics, and one of them that we're talking about before was how you can get that it sold for what it was listed for practically.
Right, so interesting statistics from the Biz Buy Sell report that just came out, which incidentally, they are probably the largest advertiser and where we all put our listings. So BIZBUISELL.com, I'll give them a plug. And there's a gentleman, his name is Eric Green, and he is one of the people that does articles on there. So every quarter they do reports, and at the end of the year they do reports, and I wanted to read you some of these statistics. I thought they were just so interesting, and this is all good news. So in 2025, closed transactions, because you know most businesses that are listed, I would say 50% don't ever sell. Did you know that?
Oh.
It's usually due to books and records. Sloppy books and records. Guys, get your records
Yeah,
straightened
that's the
out.
first thing.
Yeah, first thing. So, interestingly enough, I did my own study on WCI, and we sell about 80% of what we list.
That's why you want to call them. Go ahead.
In 2025, closed transactions were up 4% year over year. There was about 9,586 closed transactions. That doesn't sound like a lot, does it?
But it's gotta be.
But think about how many business owners there are compared to employees. It really takes a specific kind of person to own a business. You might want to own a business, but are you a good fit? And that'll be for another day, another subject. But that's why there were less than 10,000 closed transactions, because not everyone is a good buyer or a good business owner. And not everyone's ready at the same time. Also, enterprise value was up 3%. All these numbers are up, almost $8 billion
Wow.
in enterprise value
Awesome.
sold in 2025.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I thought this one was interesting. The median sale price is up 2% to $350,000. That's the median sale price. Our median sale price at WCI is over $1 million. We sell large businesses, and we sell a lot of them. Median cash flow was up 3% overall. Median revenue was up 3%. This is overall businesses across the U.S. This shows you how businesses are growing and doing better in 2025. It's fabulous.
It is, because you think, I mean, everybody talks about how the economy is so bad, but we have huge businesses here. Proof right here is in the pudding.
This is proof from sold businesses off bizbuysell.com. 94% average sale asking price. That means
That's huge.
the business brokers are doing really well.
Right.
They are selling these at 94% ratio. When they list 100%, they sold 94%. 94%
That's awesome.
at what the price was, the asking price. That's huge.
That is huge. But I want to ask you something really quickly. I want to make sure that we talk about the smaller businesses, because we
That
talking
includes all small businesses.
Okay.
That includes anything from, I would say, 100,000 and up in price.
Nice. You sit
That
there listening.
includes all
You've
of
been
them.
thinking about, yeah, you know what, I don't know. I'm not
Yes,
Start getting ready. Get
Right.
your books ready first,
right.
right? Give them a call, because you're going to help them through the process. I should give out your number on that one, okay?
I think you should. I've given you enough cards, Carol.
That phone number is 602-795-2005. It's WCIBroker without the S.com. But that's important for people to know. These are good things, folks. And you know, when you think about it, there's a lot of people out there who don't know the first thing to do. They think they're going to hand the business down. Well, let's say you want to hand your business down to one of the people in your family, and they don't want to do it.
That happens a lot. And you know what? A lot of people do know what to do because they've done it before. They bought this business.
That's another person to
Not
talk about.
everyone started the business. Maybe they bought 3 or 4 or sold 3 or 4, and they know what to do, but they don't want to
That's true.
deal with it. It's like, you know, refurnishing your home or redoing a remodel right now. For the first time in my life last week, I actually hired a designer. Can you believe it?
That's awesome.
And
That's
I know
fun.
how to do that, but do I want to do it? No.
No, but here's the
No,
thing too
she's
that I've
worth
heard.
her salt.
How
I
about
hired
peop-
her.
How about people like this that are, they want to retire? So they retire, but then they find out, I don't want to be retired. How much does that happen? And they go, I know somebody who's retired 3 times,
Yeah.
bought 3 different businesses.
Yeah.
Because,
We love those, and buyers love those businesses because they can keep the owner on for a year to 3 years and help them transition out slowly. Maybe they're gonna hit, you know, Medicare age in a couple years.
stop looking at me
It's
like
all numbers. No, stop. Oh, me too. Yeah, but before we hang up here, states with the most demand. Number 1, Florida. This is where buyers are asking to buy businesses. Number 2, California. Number 3, Texas. Number 4, Arizona.
that. Number 4, that's way up there. That's awesome.
It's good
And
to be
that's
in the
why
top
we're
5.
growing. What's that?
It's good to be in the top 5.
And you know what, it's really good to be on this show, to be able to talk about, this
Yes.
is a platform here for people to
Absolutely.
hear what's really going on. And you, when you listen, you know, a lot of people make their decisions by the economy, right? But when you see, first of all, when you go out to dinner, the restaurants are packed, right? There are
Love to see
people.
that.
Yeah, and there are people that are doing well in business, and there are people that want to sell their businesses, and we're showing here that the money is there.
The money's there, and I'm the kind of agent that will jump up on a soapbox for you.
Oh
I
yeah,
am not shy, and I'll put the highest price on it, and I work on commission.
right. They work on commission, but what they also bring to you. First of all, how many years of with all the people combined?
Oh, combined
business?
over 300 years of experience within our office,
Yeah.
easily.
You were born for this job. Number 1, your father,
My father, Chuck Tanko, yes, he was the original WCI. Used to be AAA Investments at the top of the Yellow Pages. That's how long ago?
That's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
he was very well known, owned
Yeah.
many franchises and did very, very well at this.
But I think you got into
Still
this that
does.
he taught you, right?
Yes. Yes, he taught most of us. In fact, he would tell you that he taught most every business broker in Arizona. And he's probably right, because they call me all the time and tell me, oh yeah, I remember your dad, I worked for you guys.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But born into it and loves it, that is what you want, is somebody there that's gonna be there for you, hold your hand through the entire process, making you understand it, because I think, it sounds like it's easy.
We love solving problems. Bring the problems.
So call them at 602-795-2005, WCI Broker without the S.com. What are your final words for everybody out there?
Final words, my personal cell phone is 602-373-4637. You can call me anytime. I will answer, except for this weekend. We will be out at the racetrack. I'll be out there with my husband. I'll have to, I sponsor him. So double divisional out there. I'm wishing Keith Montague much luck, and that's where I'll be, and I'll call you in between runs.
He did that, you did that last year. I
Yes,
think I
yeah,
remember.
it's racing season.
Yeah.
We're in, yeah.
Where does he race?
Right now out at Chandler Firebird Raceway.
That used to be Bob Bondurant's?
Bob Bondurant is right by there.
Oh, it's not the
yeah,
same
they're
one?
adjacent.
Yeah. So much fun. But
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah,
I
you
think-
have some history there, I know.
He used to come on the show.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that what we're talking, isn't that lovely? That, you get to come here and also do that too. I think that's so neat.
Tomorrow will be fun, yeah.
Yeah.
For
it's
me.
gonna be-
He's been out there for 2 days, but yeah. So
But-
that's what we do for fun. And my dad was Arizona's fastest drag racer for a top fuel
Really?
front engine. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he just sold his
drag
car a
racer.
few
You
years
know
ago.
the ones that
Oh
swerve
yeah,
around
you're
and all
talking the
smoke
rail,
goes
the
out?
ones that go, 280.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's fun though.
yeah.
Yeah.
He did that. That's a whole other subject.
So
we do
let me
have
just
more to
say-
talk about.
Well, we will. So what I want to get out here, I mean, this is fun a little bit here, but at the same time, if you own a business, if you're thinking about it, get them to come in and do that consultation with you, sit down, let them look at your books, be open with it, because you can tell them what they need to do. By maybe they have to get a CPA.
Maybe
fix
it's
it
not
out.
time, maybe it is. Yeah, so get your books and records in order, and about 3 years worth, give us a call. We'll tell you what to gather.
And any kind of business.
Yeah, 602-373-4637.
And I'll give out the website. It is
Thank you.
WCI Broker without the S.com. Main thing, please, if it's you or someone that you know, these are the people to call. It's the most